What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be listing the biggest heavyweight fights that should happen next in the UFC. But first, this video is brought to you by
Proper 12! Proper Irish whiskey from a proper Irish animal!
So, for those who are wondering why I am showing Call of Duty clips on a MMA channel, it's because I'm giving you something to look at. I'm giving you a view, just so you're not listening to my voice on a black screen. But I will throw in some pictures of fighters for those who can't read. So let's get started. In the heavyweight division, the fight that should and most likely will happen next, assuming the pandemic doesn't last forever, is Miocic versus Cormier 3 for the heavyweight title. Okay, I run an MMA page. I can tell you that this fight doesn't have a lot of interest among fans. People are just happy just to say Stipe is the better fighter and would much rather see Stipe fight Ngannou or Jon Jones. Now, I think a lot of people just do not like trilogies. They're happy to say the person who won the second fight is a better fighter. I entirely disagree. It's very primal in a way. You beat me the first fight, I beat you the second fight. Now let's figure out who's the better fighter in this third fight. Whoever wins this one, it's for all the marbles. Although Stipe fighting Ngannou again or Jon Jones is fights that I want to see, but Miocic versus Cormier is still 1-1. Like I said, the trilogy will determine who is the better fighter and may also determine the greatest heavyweight of all time. What's not to like about that? Who do I have in that fight? It's tough to tell. I do think it's going to be a close fight, and I think it will be better than the first two fights. I think it will be a back and forth war. Stipe got knocked out cold in the first fight. He came back, made adjustments, and won the second fight. I'm expecting DC to also make adjustments and possibly wrestle more. He has mentioned that he's going to try to wrestle in the third fight if the third fight happens, which I'm assuming it will. I think we will see the best Stipe and the best Cormier whenever they fight for the third time. Next! Okay, so get this. Greg Hardy versus Derrick Lewis. Now, we all know the situation with Greg Hardy and why people don't like him, but what I can say, he genuinely seems like a nice guy from the interviews. He seems like he's a okay, chill dude. Now, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get into it. But when Greg Hardy first came into the UFC, I would joke and say, give him to Derrick Lewis. I'm not joking now. Greg Hardy is a legit UFC heavyweight with skills, and Derrick Lewis has expressed interest in the past in fighting him. So I think that could be a very interesting fight. And I don't think it'll be a cakewalk for Derrick Lewis. I think Greg Hardy could give Derrick Lewis some problems, and obviously Derrick Lewis can knock out anybody, so it could be a very interesting fight. Next! Now it's about to get sad. As you all know, there's been some rumblings of a Francis Ngannou versus Jon Jones fight happening at heavyweight. I just got chills. But the two even went on Twitter trying to make the fight happen. We were this close.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
But unfortunately, the fight fell through. Jones said the UFC didn't want to pay big baller money, which I think he deserves, especially for wanting to fight Francis Ngannou. And if you follow my page, then you know that I never get mad at a fighter for wanting more money. It's a brutal sport. Anyway, so what does Francis Ngannou do? Who does he fight next? What does he do? Here's a clip telling you what he should do.
What will you do?
Wait.
It's really that simple. He's clearly next in line for the title shot. Just wait for Miocic versus Cormier 3 to happen and then fight the winner. It's the smartest thing to do. Thank you for watching, and follow me on Geek MMA on Instagram. Well, I guess you're probably coming in from Geek MMA on Instagram, so I guess subscribe to me on here. Okay? Alright. Thanks for watching.